All right, gearing up for a pretty significant weather event on Tuesday, and this would be April the 2nd. The Ohio River Valley, Tennessee River Valley, and maybe even parts of the southeast could see a rather significant severe weather outbreak, pretty large severe weather outbreak, and unfortunately could see some pretty significant tornadoes over a large area tomorrow. Storm center, at least on late Monday night, early Tuesday, moving through parts of the southern plains states over into Missouri and into Arkansas. There's been some severe weather over this way on Monday, but not a lot yet. But the system really hadn't come together yet. Once it gets east of us, it's really going to explode over the upper Midwest, and that is going to put a large warm sector. We're talking about a lot of Gulf moisture, a lot of warm, unstable air across a large part of the country as we head into Tuesday. And this area here could be really under the gun. We're going to look at what's called significant tornado potential. This just shows an atmosphere that would be conducive for any storm that could develop within it to perhaps produce tornadoes. And here we are early on, but watch how it expands throughout the day. And you're starting to see some of those deeper reds already by lunchtime throughout a good part of Kentucky, Tennessee, and into southern Indiana, and down into North Mississippi and North Alabama. That expands as we head into the afternoon, and you're starting to really get some of those deeper reds showing up. This just shows a pretty volatile atmosphere, and thunderstorms, especially if they're supercells that can interact with it, will have a lot of energy to work with. They'll have a lot of moisture to work with and a lot of spin, and that just creates an environment very favorable, especially across Kentucky, Tennessee, and into southern parts of Ohio, maybe even into West Virginia tomorrow afternoon and evening. Now, as we head towards tomorrow night, that little area may begin to kind of go down some, but notice the colors start to show up some across Alabama and into Georgia, and even down that way there could be some severe weather tomorrow night and early on Wednesday morning, and maybe even over into the Carolinas too. So let's put the radar over this significant tornado potential area. Here we are at 9 o'clock, probably already seeing some tornado watches and warnings out there. You're seeing scattered cellular convection, probably supercell, and that activity only increases as we go into the early afternoon. Look at those supercells widespread across Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, down into Tennessee, parts of Mississippi getting in on the act too. I don't know that the atmosphere will be as favorable for tornadoes in Mississippi, but look at that by afternoon, widespread, perhaps tornadic supercells from Alabama through much of Tennessee, Kentucky, and into Ohio and into West Virginia. That continues into tomorrow evening. And then late tomorrow night, you see another area of severe weather across Alabama and into Georgia. So this looks like a long potential tornado outbreak to occur tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow night. This is certainly something not to take lightly. Don't overreact, don't panic, nothing to be scared about, but be weather alert across the Ohio and Tennessee river valleys on Tuesday, and then maybe tomorrow night down across the deep south. We're talking about Alabama into Georgia tomorrow night, potential tornado potential. This has potential to be a high-end event. I would not be surprised to see Storm Prediction Center go with high risk across parts of this area for Tuesday.